Welcome back, gamers, and welcome to my channel. Good to talk to you once again. And today, guys, what a battle! And I'm at the same time very grateful for you all support tuning in. And yes, I have more viewers that I didn't have for the past 3 years. So something happened. I have no idea what happened. But anyhow, I'm very happy for you are choosing my small channel. Anyhow, guys, I'm a little bit concerned about this gameplay, and because today I'm gonna show you the tier 11 Republic or PATRIE. Probably I pronounce it wrong. I do have to apologize all those French viewers. Anyhow, guys, the tier 11 badass battleship. Now hear me out. The only concern I have with those tier 11, it's pretty rough matchmaking of any tier 10 and especially tier 9 ships. So we have a huge pleasure to watch this awesome captain Tail Smiletto, something like that. Probably it looks like Italian-ish. I have no idea. Maybe I'm wrong. I was completely wrong. So it's pretty much a Republic with a lot of HP pool, 108,000 and even more guns, because the Republic, I do believe, only have like 6 guns, right? All together. Big, large ship, and frankly, of course, you're gonna see a lot of damage, a lot of DPM. For Alaska, for crying out loud, it's the best tier 9 ship in the game. It's the best cruiser. But here's the deal, guys, with those huge amount of, I don't know, 16-inch guns. I honestly believe the Alaska's HP pool in the very first 2 minutes, it's half gone. And I do believe probably the next sun will blow up by this humongous PATRIE, the tier 11 ship. And yeah, 26,000. Now you may argue, but he was sailing straight and he will eat torpedo and Puerto Rico nuked him. But nonetheless, guys, seriously, most damage from the enemy team, it will be from this what you see right now, PATRIE, and all 4 enemy super ships will have best experience from the enemy team. I repeat, of all ships that you in this particular battle, most experience will have the enemy super ships tier 11. Why? Well, it is of 2 reasons. Because you have a lot of stupid HP pool, a lot of stupid range. Probably Republic together with this PATRIE have crazy range, and I'm talking about, I don't know, 24 kilometers or even further. So yeah, and that was one lucky, only one overpen, one pen, and that pen cost the enemy Vermont 19,000 damage. So what I'm trying to say, guys, that let me know in the comment below what's the range of the Vermont. I'm very much like to know, because probably that is the biggest problem with special tier 9 ships. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, even the Alaska has a limitation. The floaty shell arcs are very bad, and they cannot hit a target, let's say 20 kilometers, even though the range are barely 20. But this captain, I do believe, has a stupid 24. So you see the point. I see you, I shoot you. You cannot shoot back because you don't have range. How stupid it is that? But that is true. And same story, even some tier 9 German battleships, like the Germans ones. So yeah, well played for this team. Nuke the Alaska and Harigumo. This friendly Yugumo, he will do a very good job, because I do believe there isn't a lot of radar cruiser there. No radar cruiser whatsoever. So he can definitely go to town with those huge, big battleships, right? He's going behind, unless you believe this this salvo could be nasty. Now the dispersion is definitely all over the place, but nonetheless, man, I definitely see 20,000 or close to 20,000 or more than 20 each and every salvo, and probably that is the biggest difference between this ship and Republic. You have much more guns available, and they are nasty, they are big caliber guns.
The ship is on fire.
And yeah, he got lucky that Marcel. And frankly, I would like to say, if you're a tier 9 ship, especially cruiser, and you'll face a tier 11 ship, then you're kind of screwed up. Even if a potato who playing a tier 11 can definitely have a lucky shot and nuke you really darn hard. Yugomo is playing very good, the friendly Yugomo. Will it hit and kill that? Okay, he's not spotted, but this captain is. So, this, we just call him Tails. Just do it for this. For me, it's kind of okay. He hit one torpedo, and what do you know, he flooded, and he's. So yeah, very good play for the Yugomo. Now, Yugomo, you may think, man, it's a rough. Not so much if there's no hard counter like CV or radar cruiser, because that's the one who's gonna kill a Japanese destroyer if there is a, let's say, hard counter versus any destroyers, of course, or not so much submarines, but more important is the CV who can spot them, you know what I mean, and then the player can go to town versus the particular destroyer. And of course the radar cruiser are the most, but Alaska is dead, so it is what it is. It's sad, guys, because some of you guys played buttloads and paid with your wallet or with your credit card a lot of cash for Alaska, which is not a bad ship, guys, seriously. When your top dog in Alaska, you are absolutely a monster. When you're facing tier 11, you are screwed. You have too little HP pool, and the big caliber guns, no matter if they use HE, AP, or whatever they are using, just look at this Izumo. I mean, what the hell he can do? He's running from his dear life. 7,501 fire, and he's still having 10 seconds reload of the, you know, what, it's 16 guns, right? Yeah, I do believe so. Most likely he will have been hit and one more fire, because why the hell not? So even though he's trying to disengage, I mean, for crying out loud, this Izumo, it's more than 20.3 kilometers away, right? But this is exactly what I thought that this is gonna do. One more fire, because why the hell not? And Izumo dispersion was all over the place. He's burning in 2 places. And 147,000. That's a crazy amount of damage so far. But here's the deal. The problem is you cannot disengage. You're too damn big, too damn slow, and those Republic and PATRIE, they do have, I mean, just look at that. I do believe he had already 4 fires. And if he really wants, he can easily engage the Izumo and put him one more fire. He has no fires, by the way, but probably this will change the next oncoming salvo. You're too fast, you have too much of the range and too many guns. Who that gets 3 freaking fires? Yeah, how broken is that? So, of course, the Izumo, even though he's kiting away his, what do you call it, you know, trying to disengage, trying to just disappear. Des Moines has probably even not the damn range to do anything versus that Izumo, but this super ship have, and that is the biggest problem. I mean, what can he have done, the Izumo? An arsonist. I mean, with 5 fires, it just, no matter how much HP pool you'll have, and voila, 187,000, and he was only scratching the surface. The enemy Patrie, it's pretty far away, 20.9, close to, yeah, more than 21 kilometers away. There's 2 Patrie, by the way. Very large ships. See how many fires this will have. A little bit concerned, guys. It's, I don't know what to say. 6,200. He was robbed by 2 shells. This combo, fast ship, a lot of HP pool from the enemy. Okay, this is bad. The destroyer is over there. Zhao is also, by the way, the enemy have 2 Zhao in division. They are, you know, got spotted, Zhao, you know. Very good ship, but it's nonetheless only tier 11 only. I mean, just look at that. It was 7 pence for a lot of damage, and I do believe the Zhao's HP pool, it's literally gonna, I mean, if this captain will hit the enemy Zhao one more, it's game over. Very good dodge the incoming fire. He received some damage, but not a whole lot. He's disengaging because this team actually have 2 caps. The enemy are trying to flee. I mean, just look at the enemy Zhao. 1,100 HP pool left or right. And he's a 17.6. He's so far that his Zhao cannot return fire. And I do believe that it's the biggest concern for me. It's that tier 11 have huge amount of HP pool, huge amount of guns, and huge amount of range. All those combined is that some ships have very hard to disengage, and probably the one Zhao you can see at 20.6, he must use his spotter plane, because otherwise, trust me, I also have Zhao, I know exactly what I'm talking about. The only downside with that ship is that you don't have range, you know, that's the biggest problem. And if you spec for range, yes, you can put this stupid range module, but then you have no more DPM, you know what I mean? So it's sad. So that's fire number 11 and 215,000 thanks to Izumo and thanks to, okay, now it's 3 super ships available here, right? And I'm not saying they are playing good, because they are afraid about Yugumo, one tiny tier 9 destroyer. Yeah, because it's the other way around. Hard counter versus the, what do you call it, a ship versus this super, because there are 3 super ships, right? I mean, if you're a Des Moines and try to figure out to open up, he will get wrecked. Seriously, I'm not joking. If 3 super ships are close to each other and trying to engage the Des Moines, it's kind of screwed. And by the way, Des Moines does not have range to deal with those very long, further away. I don't know what to say. They are playing a little bit too careful or too further away. And very good play from this friendly Yugumo. He will survive this battle, and he will do a lot of good looking torpedo good work versus those Glammis huge battleship. And the reason you're playing some, what do you call it, the tier 11 Yamato, yes, huge, humongous of huge caliber guns, but you're kind of a slow. It's, I do believe it's after all Yamato's hull, and he got torpedo, but before he did that, he received like, okay, oh boy, that was 35,000. Okay, now I get it. Now the reason you're playing the Yamato or the Super Yamato tier 11, so that we can deal 35,000 damage in one freaking salvo. And he was disengaging. I mean, he could be worse. So probably you cannot angle a damn thing versus Super Yamato. Yeah, now it is 4 versus 3. But nonetheless, guys, the sad part is this. All super ships in this battle, I mean Colbert, yeah. They receive most experience. Probably beside the point which he didn't ever open up, he just went to cap, and for that reason also received pretty decent experience. But nonetheless, from the enemy team, definitely by far most damage, most experience, it was from those tier 11 ships. And it's kind of a broken firm. I really feel that each and every salvo, guys, it was at least 1 or 2 or 3 fires. Absolutely hammering. I'm not saying that you as a super ship should HE spam, but probably if you're facing this extremely aggro ship, you cannot do any kind of damage besides using the HE. And Confederate's done. Incoming fire. Yeah, probably your armor it's not the best. You should almost have to play like a freaking cruiser, you know, because it is kind of a risky business to brawl with this thing. So stay tuned, guys. I'll definitely talk about all remaining super ships and how much hilarious damage. I mean, serious, some badass players have close to freaking 400,000 damage. And how is that? It's very, very simple. It's you on the enemy team and on your team, there's a lot of HP pool to be farmed. And most super ships have, of course, I'm talking battleship, more than 100,000 HP pool. So, alright. It's still the Yugomo left, so technically the enemy could win, but PATRIE it's still alone. I do believe that I know exactly what's going on over here.
The ship is on fire.
He will go for the ramp, and Yugomo, because you know what can he do? This super ship versus a Yugomo, not gonna be easy. I don't know if he will survive, but definitely he will make close to, I don't know, 400, close to 400. Yeah, 373, and that it's the game, guys. Confederate high caliber and all medals. So there you have it, guys. Playing a little bit careful, but nonetheless screwing all tier 9 ships, because they don't have health, they don't have you know, speed to disengage, and definitely do not have a range to, you know, fire back. That's my concern about this entire tier 11 battleships versus tier 9. It should not be allowed, in my honestly opinion. I think that Wargaming making a small mistake. It should always only face tier 10 and tier 11. That's my concern. So you're not paying a lot of doubloons for tier 9 good looking ship, premium ship, and now you're kind of screwed with all those tier 11 ships in matchmaking. That's my concern. So guys, let me know in comment below what you think about tier 11 ships adding to the game, and probably all the nation will have eventually sooner or later tier 11 ships in patch 3. Have a good one, guys. Take care and stay infant for more. Have a good one. Bye.